So, class, you're welcome. Good afternoon. Katende David is my name. I will take you through the course Leadership Theory and Practice. And this is a course in your Masters of Education and Leadership Studies here at Mountains of Damon University. Today we want to look at the 7 ways to build credibility as leaders. And leaders in schools, leaders in ministry, leaders as inspectors of schools and commissioners. One of the key things that a leader must note is that a leader ought to build credibility at your workplace, in your organization, because everyone looks at leadership. And when they are looking at leadership, they are looking at you, the leader. So, building credibility should be one of the core objectives that you as the leader must pay attention to. Number one, as a way of building credibility, you have to learn the business. Learning the business means, for example, if you're in the education business, you must know what makes that business thrive. What are the areas of strength, areas of weakness? Where are the opportunities? Where are the gaps? What are the threats? So that while you're managing, you pay attention to all that. Speak the language of that business. And also make sure you relate, network, and compete very well in the business environment. Number 2, keep commitments and meet deadlines. There are leaders who call meetings, and on the day of the meeting, the very person who summoned the meeting is not there. So you wonder. And then when you're consulted, please, you call the meeting at this time, we have all gathered. Say, oh, sorry, I had forgotten. What kind of commitment? So your team remains demoralized. Your team will never take you serious. But once you call a meeting and you're there as number 1, everyone will definitely pay attention to managing good time for meetings. Then when you set a deadline and you have said the deadline is this, let your submission be the first. Before you reprimand others, is your submission in? There is a tendency of leaders excusing themselves on issues of managing deadlines because they are leaders, but that's not a very good excuse. Own your mistakes. Error is to human. Once you have made a mistake, try to appreciate that you have made it. Listen to others as they comment on this mistake and promise to improve, promise to change. Say sorry where need be. Learn to ask and listen. Always ask, then give a listening ear. The reason why we are given 2 ears by God is that we should listen more than talking. There is only one mouth. So you do more listening as a leader. You can do less talking, but do more listening. That will help you in your leadership. Use empathy and keep emotions in check. We have emphatically talked about this. And the key issue here is that emotional intelligence is a matter that is lacking among very many leaders. In government, we have seen prime ministers lose wires and communicate atraviously, and it's bad, it's shaming. We have seen head teachers shouting at teachers. Sometimes they even want to cane the teachers before learners. That's not a good thing. So keep your emotions in check. Give credit where it is due. You know very well that you have not done so much in bringing that result. Why don't you appreciate the team that has made the result, even when it is you who has done it alone? Because you're a team leader, appreciate that the whole team has worked with you to achieve the result. Effective leadership for school improvement, therefore, must pay attention to number 1. If you want to say you have effectively led and caused improvement, do good advocacy in your leadership. Why? Because the people you manage with are people who work with you. But how do you advocate? lobby in your leadership. How do you lobby to cause improvement? There are some of you who are teachers, and you think that by sitting in your office, what you need from the ministry will reach you. But one thing I can tell you, if you are not going to lobby, if you are not going to advocate for what you need, you are not going to see it. So you must come out of your cocoons and get out and look for what you need for your school to improve. Also, note that, number one, as a person heading a school, the results cause a lot of attraction from the people who want to bring their children to your school. So how are you working on the results? How are you working on the performance of the school? And that is very key, because you are not working to simply keep a job and earn a salary, but you are working to serve a nation. There is a country waiting for your results. But what are those results? So that must be very important. At the end of the day, you are going to be ranked either as a performer or a poor performer. You know, if you want to edge the manifestation, if you want to perform, if you want to cause the good performance, then number one, you have to pay attention to making sure that all your correspondents who correspond to your age really are at play. And this means that you cannot do the same thing in the same way and expect different results. But you need to find some people who will add value, who will change your understanding of things, who will change the approach that you're using in your performance. Then do what we call an environmental scanning to understand the community where your school, where your organization is. And actually I have put that as a PESTLE. PESTLE P is for understand the politics within your environment. E, understand the economics within your environment. S, understand the social aspects, the culture within your environment. You are working in Itoro, but you are against Itoro language. They are coronating the king of Utoro. You don't go to attend because you are busy at your school. But remember, that's where you're working. So you need to pay attention to the social aspects, the cultural aspects. Put on a kanzu, go there, appear, be felt that you are also around. T for technology. Today we are talking about e-learning. Does your school have the technology for that? L for legal, and another E for ecology, the environment around you, the ecosystem. So the role of a leader in a school is summarized here, and I will want you in your free time to take time and go through the roles of a leader in a school, and that is definitely what contributes to performance. We are ending here today, and next time when we meet, we shall take off from there. But one thing you must note is that the formula for quality of life, even in your leadership, is equal to 1Q plus AQ, where IQ, 1Q stands for inborn qualities. The one which you see as 1 is the IQ. So IQ stands for inborn qualities, plus of course AQ, which stands for acquired qualities. Now if you are to become a quality leader, a good leader, you must be born with those qualities, but also take trouble to acquire. That's why you people have decided to come and do this master's degree, so that you acquire more knowledge. I know you already have the leadership skills, but you have come to acquire more knowledge to improve your leadership. Thank you. God bless you.